just getting ready to get back into some Tribes of Midgard. I haven't really played that much lately, and the caliber of random players I feel like has gone down since release. And there's a lot of selfish people who may or may not know what they're doing, but they don't know how to cooperate. And in some cases they'll only be co-op friendly with people they know, but with randoms they won't. They'll do things like refuse to contribute to the war chest. I've noticed. I was in one of the dev streams earlier and one person was saying they won't contribute to the war chest unless they're playing a friends only game, because randoms will sometimes take everything from the chest. And that's a valid complaint because that does happen and there's no recourse and no way to track it currently, since the devs haven't really done anything about that. Hey, Dybbuk, yeah, I remember you. But yeah, I went to the dev stream earlier today. It was pretty informative. Guess there's a pet you can get here. That's expensive though. I think we'll just get started with a saga mode game. They got a update coming in tomorrow. It's like a mid-season update, and I think they're doing some Halloween event stuff too. I don't know if it's all happening at the same time, but some kind of mid-season update tomorrow, and they'll have some new content available on the shop. So we'll check it out tomorrow and see how that goes. I wanted to do a session before and after the update and see what all the differences are. I think there's going to be some class balance stuff and some optimization, maybe working on the frame rates more, things like that. Some quality of life changes, from what I understand. I think one of the changes they mentioned is they're going to have it auto-remove everything that people have on them, place them in the war chest when they take the Bifrost Bridge out and leave the game. I guess that was a requested feature. Although I think a larger issue is with the fact that a lot of randoms won't contribute to the war chest to begin with. Which is, I think, part of the reason for that complaint was, like, we at least don't want them taking everything they gathered with them. I guess that's understandable. I usually donated as much as I could before leaving, unless I felt like people didn't really deserve it. Crazy here. Yeah, I'll get to you soon. I'm not sure about the specifics on the other changes that will be coming in, but there will be new stuff on the store, and like I said, just various balance changes, optimization, and some quality of life changes. I do think what would be nice is if they do something to incentivize working like a team player instead of being selfish. Currently, there's no reason not to just like hoard everything for yourself, so a lot of people are doing that. Which makes it harder to do things like build up stuff where the game assumes that you have access to things that people are contributing to the chest, when in fact you don't. I need to build a weapon or something. gathering before going into craft things. So leveled up, so I healed from that.
Hello. Okay. Una amsa.
Hopefully they'll release some kind of patch notes that I can read on PlayStation, but they might do the thing where they just refer you to the website. A lot of devs will just do that. Alright, got that person upgraded. Some stone gathering tools. I always use the harvester starter kit, so I start with the flint tools. I just convert them when I have enough stone.
Hello.
Let's see, I can make one of those swords.
Una handsome.
And a bow.
Farwood.
Gonna have to get that guy upgraded next. I got the weapon skin for the healthing sword, so it looks like more than just a generic one. And yeah, as par for the course, I can see that once again, no randoms have been putting anything into the war chest. It's early yet, so they may start, but I've been in too many games where they don't. Like the current meta is for like a lot of even more experienced players are refusing to contribute anything because there's always some crank who just takes it all and doesn't do anything productive with it.
Hey dear.
At least I guess that's their objection, whether or not it's not as common as people are making it out to be, but it does happen. At least I got some leather. There's people
Hacker.
so I can make some basic.
Hacker.
I need to figure out what class I want to be. It's proven to be pretty much impossible to unlock the Berserker. I'll go with the... I've been doing the Warden class a lot, just because of the Dwarven made thing nullifies durability. It's one of my pet peeves about games in the survival genre, or having to deal with durability on everything. And that kind of makes it so you don't have to. All the classes are pretty useful in their own way though. Another fun one can be the Seer, because it gets to ignore a different aspect of the game. Not to mention have a pretty good small AoE heal that periodically drops in combat. But they get to ignore extremes of temperature with one of their class abilities. To get that blacksmith upgraded too. Right now we need to thin off this invasion. upgrading the blacksmith. Alright, what's next? Can get a quest. Hopefully they'll have some cool Halloween themed customization and things. That'd be fun. Problem with that quest is the rewards are good, but if somebody else constructs the farm before you do, I don't think you have any other option for completing that. So thinking maybe we'll do that quest. Get a lightning bow type of thing out of it. Let's see. Guess we'll go exploring. I don't think anybody's unlocked any other shrines yet. There aren't very many people here. Notice the player base has definitely gone down. But I'm guessing it'll pick up after the update. We also have the problem with, like I said, people not being very helpful, not being team players. It's like they all want to be carried, but they don't want to contribute to the war effort. And when I see that other people aren't contributing, then I stop contributing, and then it just kind of goes from there. And then I end up just leaving after killing the first giant, if we even make it to that point. Because it's kind of hard to do anything when no one is contributing. It's a basic problem, but that's, you know, I don't know anybody who plays the game, so it's kind of what I'm stuck with. And even if I did, we would probably still need more players. Just me and my 9 friends who all have the same game. That doesn't happen very often. Right, got a new shrine. Might try this on YouTube gaming also, but for now I'm recording on Twitch and then exporting to the YouTube channel. Okay, we get some cold territory there. Not a seer, so kind of vulnerable to the cold. This guy seems durable. And then I can get that Dwarven Maid ability, which is actually one of the main reasons why I pick Warden, is for that. Don't have to worry about durability all of a sudden. do have to worry about the cold though. Let's see what I can do with. There's another one of those bruisers. Another unfortunate thing about a lot of randoms is if there's someone like quote-unquote helping you in that fight, they'll try to loot everything before you can get it. It's another annoying thing. Feels like the player base is a little short on being helpful and a little long on being selfish. But okay, I should be able to level up the blacksmith and maybe improve some weapons a bit. Got some wolf teeth kind of early because I was getting attacked by all kinds of things. So I should be able to upgrade some stuff. Alright, looks like the blacksmith is upgraded. What about the armor person? I can throw some points into upgrading that one then. Makes them tougher in combat too.
Hey, dude.
Can do that. Don't have the ingredients for level 3 of that anyway, even if he was level 3 himself. I can do Village 2 though, and that's as good as that one gets. Let's check and see if anybody contributed anything. Not significantly. I think somebody dropped in some leather. But other than that, it's pretty much only what I've put in. Let's do some of those random potion ingredients and stuff. We'll see. When they start contributing something significant, then I will. But until then, I'm being real careful not to drop in anything I might need later. It seems like selfish mode is currently the way the player base is going. Like everybody's hoarding everything they get. So good luck crafting anything that requires a significant amount of resources. Defenses were getting pretty overwhelmed, but at least we outlasted them. But if everybody's going full-on selfish mode, it's just not going to last. Which is why another meta exists. Like, defeating the first giant and then leaving, because the same crap kind of happens every time. Had to mute myself while sneezing. Let's see. Player slots all filled up, but I have yet to see anybody contribute anything to the chest. Other than like a small amount of leather I think somebody dropped in. I just don't like how the meta of the game is evolving. Even though I have a lot of respect for the devs and what they've tried to accomplish, but it's being impacted negatively by poor teamwork and just like paranoid randoms and things like that. Or randoms that you need to be paranoid about. It's like 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. But I noticed like at least one of the people in the dev chat was saying like, I don't contribute because I can't trust people not to rip everything off and then not use it constructively. And that, while that's a valid complaint, I feel like, I don't know, using that as an excuse to be one of the non-contributors kind of sucks. Right. Gonna have to try and get like an anti-cold potion to get through that area. But since no one is contributing things, then it can be hard to get things like the right potion ingredients. So hopefully somebody starts contributing. Let's see what is needed. Well, level 2 for one thing. And mushroom oil, I haven't found any of that yet. Got some red meat.
Sell.
No one has started upgrading that guy yet. I'll try to go gather some souls and stuff. Although honestly, might need to just try to find that Jotun and kill it. People aren't unlocking any of those shrines up there yet though, and that's the direction that Giant seems to be in, so we'll have to see. But yeah, currently, for the reasons I mentioned, it usually ends up following a pattern of just killing the giant and then leaving once Bifrost is open. See if I can just tough it out and get to this. Yay, made it. That should help. Yeah, not sure how to get to the giant at this point. I noticed they're tossing very small amounts of souls into the tree rather than using them to upgrade NPCs and stuff. That is not necessarily going to help. Like 45 points into the life tree isn't going to matter as much as putting that towards, say, upgrading the potion maker from level 1 to level 2. Kind of badly underpowered for this area. Because I can see if I can gather anything before I get chased off. Pretty much given up on unlocking the Berserker class. It seems impossible to me. Just the requirements for it. And they still haven't really offered any alternate means of unlocking things. That's the only one I've really needed it for. Yeah, it just feels like I just can't kill that many things in that small amount of time. Okay, time to run. I got some stuff though. Just all this terrain with like heat or cold, and me being unable to get anything to resist that, since I'm not a seer and not immune to it. So I'm having trouble making it to the giant. Trying to upgrade that guy little by little, but I haven't found much. Let me check the chest, see if anybody is starting to contribute. But these days, yeah, that's increasingly not very common. Yeah, somebody dropped in a few things, but nothing significant. Someone dropped in a couple useful items, but ultimately people who are this selfish don't really deserve my help, so I end up not really helping much either in terms of contributions, because I see that other people are not contributing, and it makes me not want to either. I guess it would be better if you had a group of people you trust to play with, but I don't really have that. Yeah, we're gonna need to defeat that giant soon. The tree can't take much more of this and people aren't really helping defend. It's 10 player slots and like 2 people were defending. That's about par for the course with this bunch from what I can tell. Let me check the shrine situation here. Okay, got some that have been opened up. Let's see if I can make it over there. Looks like that's the lightning one. So darkness weapons work against this. I don't know, like, if people in other areas can really hear that, but I like to do those call-outs when I can. Figure that's helpful. Cool thing about the Warden is I can literally shoot this all day. May not be the most high-level bow or anything, but you don't have to worry about it wearing out. Unfortunately, if we don't drop this soon, like our world tree may go down. As the blood moon is tonight. And of course I lost a good portion of health while trying to call out that Jotun is here. And there's like one other person fighting this with me. I don't think the other players have done the math, or they just don't give a damn. They don't seem to realize, like, if we don't defeat this now, then we get no reward. village is not going to make it through the night, especially the way people have been. What the hell's going on? I don't know, I keep getting zapped. I'm out of heals. Yeah, I can't sustain that anymore. Get that. Oh great, it's getting darker. Yeah, we may be screwed on both counts now. Yeah. The village is not gonna make it. Just gotta try and defend it. Try to encourage people to defend the village a little bit. Drop in some wood. Yeah, people aren't really contributing anything. I'm one of the only ones. So yeah, this place is probably screwed. But that is what happens when you have a co-op intensive game where people refuse to cooperate, basically. It's kind of a joke what the community has turned into. Like, I went to the dev chat and everybody seems nice enough, but in-game, they don't really help. It's like everybody's just out for themselves. So yeah, it's screwed. The tree's gonna go down. GG guys. This is exactly what selfish gameplay gets in a co-op game. Yet again, destroyed before we could defeat one Jotun because no one wants to bother contributing and no one wants to bother helping. Like, it was me and one other person for most of that Jotun fight also, and it took us too long to whittle it down. And then there's not enough people able to defend the village, so yeah. That is the exact end result you will get every single game where people don't help. And that is why I haven't really been playing it as much lately, despite it being a perfectly good game. It's just, its real weak point is dependence on other people. And solo play is not particularly fun because it's just not made for solo games. Because it simply takes too long to do everything yourself. Not sure if it's all that helpful to do things like this. I guess you're purchasing access to something. You can try that. So it's like, it becomes lootable, maybe? I guess. Yeah, I could try another Saga mode run, but I just get discouraged from just people not helping. Kind of the story of my life in a lot of ways. It's like I've made myself available to work with, but people don't really want to, I guess, respond to the invitation when you try to at least meet them halfway, but nobody wants to meet you halfway. True in life and in games quite often. Like, everybody wants it their way right away, but I'm not Burger King, and I don't do that. Looks like this one's at day 2, so it's a little further along for me to be just popping into. I guess the good news is you still get XP when that happens, but when things go down too soon, but yeah, you don't get any of those golden horns. Pardon me. Yeah, it kind of sucks. It's just disappointing because that could have been easily avoided. We could have at least gotten to the point where we'd opened up the Bifrost by defeating the first giant and at least gotten a golden horn out of it. But people couldn't rally to take on the giant and couldn't rally to defend the village, so everybody got screwed. So I got 7 out of 10. Taking bets on whether any of those 7 people contributed anything. This is day 2. Take a quick look. It's a whole lot of nothing. I'm just gonna drop some feathers in there and see if anything joins the feathers. Otherwise, yeah, I'm not gonna help them. If they're not gonna help. Welcome to the new selfish co-op meta, I guess.
Tacker.
It's all the rage with all the cool kids these days. It's like, kiss my ass, I ain't helping. Maybe I could make a clan or something called the Kiss My Ass clan, because that's basically what's happening here.
Arfaddu buge. Neisi meira. Neisir meira. Eifina werk. Farvul.
Alright, just managed to craft that. Let's see, is the armor level 1? Yep.
Hey dear.
We'll work on that. Then maybe pick up a quest. Seems like my tablet preview is getting pixelated, so I'll reload that. There we go. Midgard's bow. Yeah. pretty down there. Yeah, since no one has contributed any leather or anything, I can't actually make any armor because I haven't found any yet. So I got in a little late. So that, yeah, it makes it even rougher for incoming players. It's like the progress they made didn't matter because no one's willing to be helpful with it. Great. Guess I can pick a class now. Do I want to go Warden again or Seer? I mean, it doesn't matter too much. Like, this all has a very temporary feel to it because it's probably going to be about the same as last time. Maybe I'll try Seer, try to ignore the temperature problems, but then I'll run into durability problems instead. Yeah, that feather's looking pretty lonely. But yeah. What's that? Repair potion, souls potion. Constructions.
Hilo.
Can't really make any melee weapons right now. So like I said, nobody contributing much of anything. Even though they've had more time to do so than I have. Good enough defenses for a stand-up fight. And it's mainly the NPCs who are helping in this fight, not player characters. There's like one player already running. Temperature ignoring thing. Yeah, I can't craft any armor or a melee weapon because people are selfish. That's pretty much it. I don't know if that's something the devs will do anything about, or... I mean, I don't know if they really can, but what they can do is incentivize group play, or cooperative play, rather than just basically saying, either bring your own friends or you're screwed. Like, don't... Because currently the way it is like, if you want to get anywhere beyond the first giant, like, don't even bother playing with randoms, just bring your own group. But I don't have any other people who play the game, so I'm kind of screwed in that department. And the randoms have all just become like meta selfish. Just goes to show you that human nature at its finest yet again. Given the option between helping people out and being selfish, like, people choose the selfish option every time, pretty much. If they don't feel like they're gonna get anything from doing so. Even though in the long run they do, but most people are too short-sighted to take the long view on anything. Like, if you help someone who's at a disadvantage now, you're also helping yourself in the long run, because everybody's able to get better and benefit. Like I said, true in life and in games, but it's hard to teach people that, because they only see the immediate, I have more than you now, and you want some of what I have? No. One of the reasons why I never really made it on Twitch, unfortunately. Everybody who was doing better than me was like, yeah, I'm not gonna help you out because there's no point. It's nothing you can do for me that I can't already do. And then the people who are doing worse than me are just scrambling to do better on their own, but not really willing to help out either, so I was pretty much alone either way. So now I just do the recording on Twitch and then release it later on YouTube if I feel like it's good enough to do so. So I'll probably just do that later, do some exporting. Not quite sure how to navigate this region. That's way out of my power range. I can't go that way then. Guess if I can defeat one of these guys without their little boss showing up, I can make a piece of armor or two. This way. Gonna waystone back, kind of far from the unlocked shrine. It does take a while to recharge that. So who do I need to level up? That person's level 3. Like, you can tell people have resources, they're leveling up NPCs and things, but they can't be bothered to like share any resources or anything like that. Let's see if any resources turn my feather. Nope. Might as well be a giant middle finger in the inventory there. People just aren't willing They clearly have resources, like someone actually made whatever that one is, the quarry. I could try to work on the lumberyard, but it's like, why should I? Like, the place is gonna die before any of that matters. Souls towards the archer tower. See if I can make mine one or two
Harpatubrin?
pieces of armor. Don't have the resources to craft any of the things really because no one's sharing anything, so
Neisir Zuned.
good luck with that.
Hopa handsome.
Neisir Zuned.
Hey, Sal.
Good, I have a partial suit of villager armor. Go me. Yeah, this kind of thing burns me out on the game. That's why I haven't played as much lately. This is not much point. It's the same old selfish randomness groups who, like, individually get strong and get resources sometimes, but they won't actually help you. They won't share anything, so if there's some resources you're having trouble finding, you're kind of fucked. I haven't even been able to craft a melee weapon. Forgot to repair my bow. I used the souls towards an archer tower instead. Might have to just make a new bow.
Hey, dude. Doctor. Farvo.
Now they're all out there. This is good, guys. Oh, it's a good thing it's daylight because they were almost through that gate.
Kilo. Uno Hanson.
So I can't upgrade either
Afirudi.
thingy. Yep, this says a lot about players these days. This happens every time. The feathers that I've put in there are the only things anyone has contributed. I can almost make another leather out of that. Guess I should do that.
No.
Yeah, this is depressing. People just aren't willing to
Yeah.
contribute.
Farvul.
And this is why we die repeatedly.
Neisir Slangtema. Hopa handsome.
So
Heck
yay, I have shoes now. Proud of myself because I have shoes.
Dybbuk Fakir. Una Amsel.
So where's the Jotun? Northwest. Now it's more northeast. Maybe I'll go over this way. Yeah, we gotta bring that thing down so we can get out of yet another selfish, doomed world of people who don't help each other out or contribute anything. So, I don't see the point of lone wolfing it in a co-op game. Like, I'd be the first person to be the lone wolf if it made sense. Trouble is, it doesn't make sense. And why would you pay actual money for a game of this nature? Like, if you didn't want to play that way. These are the questions. Yeah, individually, you can tell they're pretty powerful, but yeah, just incredibly fucking selfish. Pardon my language, but what the hell anyway. I do run an 18+ channel. Alright, yeah, I'm leaving. Yet again. Well, before I couldn't leave because I didn't even manage to defeat the first thing. But yeah, I contributed my feathers. These people don't deserve to have any other contribution from me. Although, I won't be able to make that choice in the future because it will be decided for me, like, after the update. Everything will automatically be deposited in the war chest when I leave the world. That's good and bad. On the one hand, I want to punish selfish people for not contributing by not contributing to them either. Because they're never going to learn their lesson. Like, unless there's some sort of repercussions. But that does take player choice out of the equation, but since everybody's basically being a selfish bastard, like they're trying to find new mechanics like that to help give people some stuff in the war chest when people leave, like even if they didn't bother to put it there themselves. So I can understand that, but it would be nice to basically say, I want to screw these people because they didn't help me. But I can't do that. But yeah, I get the impression the only generosity to be found in this game anymore is going to be forced generosity. Alright, well that's pretty much it in a nutshell then. Probably go ahead and get the video exported soon, might pop onto some Watch Dogs Legion later or something. But I think I'm done here, like 2 games in a row where no one but me was really contributing anything to the war chest is about all I can take usually. So, try it again tomorrow after the patch, same selfish players, new patch, see how it goes.